So someone has died. What do we do next? Well, we don't start giving away their stuff, and that's what is intuitively people start doing. They say, I'm the son, I'm the daughter, I'm the beneficiary named in the will, here's the will, let's start handing out stuff. That is the absolute wrong thing to do. The right thing to do is to go and open an estate with the clerk of court in the county in which the person last resided. And once you have somebody with authority to manage the affairs of the estate, then there's a process you have to go through before you give away any property in most cases. So typically what we want to do first after we open an estate is figure out who our creditors are. And anybody that you suspect might be a creditor often will get a notice from you that says, that this person is deceased. Here's a copy of the notice that we published in the newspaper. Here's your deadline to submit a claim if you have one. Now, some debts you may recognize as valid and may not send them a notice, but you also will end up having to publish a notice in the paper. And that notice that you publish in the paper is going to run for 4 consecutive weeks, and it's going to have a deadline in it of 3 months from the first filing. And that is going to be for unknown creditors, for people that you could never discover with due diligence that may have a claim against the estate. And that gives people an opportunity to come in and say, hey, estate, I am owed money because I did these services for this person, on this date, and I'm entitled to this amount of money. And then you can consider their evidence and decide whether it's a valid claim or not. You need to do all of that before you give anything away to the heirs or beneficiaries. If you don't, what you're doing is risking personal liability. So when you go and you give away property and you can't get it back from that person, and then you find out you have a creditor claim, you need to sell that property or get that property back to sell, that you could be on the hook for that if you've already given it away. So it's very, very important that you just stop and you don't give away property, and you assess with the creditor situation long before you start making distributions to beneficiaries or heirs.